Hey gardeners, Amy here with Garden Up with my friend Alan, the tree guy, to talk about porcupine damage on a tree. Pardon me while I briefly interrupt the video. The background noise in this location was beyond what I was prepared to deal with, so we ran the video through audio cleanup software, but a lot of our words got garbled or just completely removed, so I've added subtitles to the bottom of this video, so hopefully you can understand what we said. Okay, that was it. Back to the video. This was a new issue for me. I have not dealt with it before. So I had to do a bunch of research and then call my buddy to figure out what to do here. Basically, the client called and told me that there was a porcupine that was climbing this tree. She was concerned about all this damage on the trunk. She really doesn't want to lose this tree. It's the only one like this on the property. She really likes it, so we want to save it. So, what do you do with porcupines if they're climbing a tree?
The biggest obstacle, the biggest challenge is they're climbers, so we want to stop them from being able to get up into the tree. Do that, and they can't do the damage. Since they are climbers, you want to be able to control access to the tree from all the way around. If there's branches above they can get to, we'll make sure that those are away. Mostly, they start from the ground and work their way up, so if you can simply prevent them from being able to climb upward, you can stop them from getting into the tree and causing their damage.
So, what we decided to do was stovepipe.
Something slick and metallic that they cannot get their claws into and be able to climb.
This is a 2-foot-high stovepipe, which is exactly the height you need.
It can only stretch up about 2 feet.
So this is perfect. I have both rebar stakes and T-posts. I wasn't sure what would work better. And so I was going to do one pipe around this tree and one pipe around the next tree, so it didn't just move to the next one. But with how low these branches are, we're actually thinking we might put both pipes around the one tree, and then
keep it from being able to get
back
and line up.
And it'll keep these from rubbing against these branches. There's other ways, there's plenty of other ideas on the internet of how to solve this problem, but honestly, this seems like the most effective from what I read.
It really is.
Yeah.
And it also works on squirrels.
Win-win. I do want to mention one other thing since we're standing here, though. This damage, once we actually got here and looked at it closely, we realized that this is actually natural exfoliating bark, and this color differentiation that you see here is actually normal for this species of tree. So most of this is not porcupine damage. However,
they've been caught by climbing and knocking the bark off.
Yeah, it may have been exasperated by the climbing, but if there is damage up there, that is porcupine.
Porcupines are in the rodents family, so they need to continually chew to grind that front teeth off like squirrels, rabbits, and the rest of them.
Yep.
They normally feed on pine and pine tie spurs and whatnot rather than this type. If they're climbing up in a tree that's a deciduous, it's not the sap-filled type, it's probably because they're just trying to keep their teeth ground down so they don't have problems later on.
They eat the sap with trees too, right?
But that's usually the pine. They like the pine.
Specifically pines.
Pines, fir, that nature, that thick pitch sap.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, let's give this a shot. This actually might dip in the meat here.
Ideally, I'd like it to sit up like here.
Okay.
Simply because that gives it more height that the porcupine has to try to overcome and will be less likely to overcome.
Yeah. So the T-post, and we'll set it up on the little things.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's about it then, isn't it?
That is about it. that should be pretty much our porcupine deterrent.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, I hope you learned something new and that this was valuable to you. If it was, make sure to tell me by hitting the like button. If you have questions, leave them in the comments down below. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe so you get more cool and unique gardening content in your video feed every week. Any other last thoughts, Alan?
Don't hesitate to ask anything. We can find an answer for you.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks so much. See you in the garden.